Good morning children. Today we are going to learn the Unit 2 prose The Wind on Haunted Hill. What is meant by haunted hill children? In the hill frequently visited by the ghosts and the evil spirits. So the hill is called known as haunted hill. Yeah, on hearing the word ghosts, are you upright children? It's very interesting story. Listen. Before moving on to learn the concept of the story, let us do the warm up. Understand? Warm up. Find the hidden words in the pictures. One has been done for you. Yeah, we are asked to look at the picture. Look at the given picture to find out the hidden words. Maximum 5 words are hidden in the picture. Understand? One is done for. One has been done for us. One has been done for us. First one word cat. Yeah, the cat word which is hidden ends of the cat's tail. Isn't it? And another one word cord. C-O-R-D. C-O-R-D. Cord. And the second word third. Third one mirror. Yeah, the mirror word is hidden in the mirror. You know children, there is a mirror. You know mirror. And the next one, fourth one, coach. Yeah, there is a chauffeur. You know coach. And the next one, textbook. The girl has a textbook in her hands. You know children, there is a textbook board is hidden. There is a textbook board is hidden. Textbook. Are you able to find the 5 words? Without fail, you should write the hidden words in the given dashes. Understand? Second one, solve these riddles. Yeah, we are asked to solve these riddles. 4 questions are given. Listen. Question: who am I? Answer. 4 questions are there. We are asked to write the suitable answer against the questions. Listen carefully. I have a face but no eyes. Hands but no arms. What is it children? Do you guess? It's very easy answer. Clock. C-L-O-C-K. Clock. And the second one. I sit in a corner while traveling around the world. Suitcase. And the next one. I go up when the rain comes down. Dust. D-U-S-T. Dust. Fourth one, I have a head and a tail but nobody. Coin. Do you all understand children? Do you all understand the warm-up? First question and second question. Let us continue to learn the section 1. Before going to learn the section 1 story, let us know the meaning of the words in the section 1. Listen carefully children. Cried, shouted, hurried, hastened, stunted, shuddered, settlement, residency, living places, residency, slopes, slants, choked, suffocated, struggled, fall, posted, appointed, firmly, unmovably, chop, cut, blossoms, blast. Understand children? Blossoms, blast. And the second one, this column, listen, plumage, feathers, tripped, stumbled, dipped, fell, amber, yellow. Yeah, one of the girls in this story was going to buy the amber color necklace for herself. It's a very interesting story children. Slung. By using her savings, slung, hung. Without fail, you should write the meaning of the words in this textbook. Understand? Without fail, you should write the meaning of the words in your textbook. It will be very useful for you while learning the concept of the story. Listen carefully, children. Section 1.
Section 1. Reading. Listen to the teacher read this section as you listen. Children, you are asked to listen to the story carefully while the teacher teaching the story. On listening to the story carefully, you are able to answer to the following questions. As you listen, underline the words or phrases that tell you what the wind does to the village. B. Write the names of the characters in this story. If you do not listen to the story carefully, you will not answer to the questions. First question, we are asked to underline the words and phrases regarding what does the wind do to the village. Second question, 3 dashes are given children. I think 3 characters involved in the story. Let 3 main characters involved in the story. Let us learn the section 1 to know the characters as well as what does the wind do to the village. Listen carefully, children. The very first paragraph of the first section. Listen. Hoo, cried the wind as it swept down from the Himalayan snows. First point meaning the wind was blowing from the top of the Himalayan snows to the foothills of the Himalayan snow. While blowing, the wind produced the sound that was compared with crying. Second point, it hurried over the hills and passes and hummed and moaned in the tall pines and deodas. It was blowing through the narrow passage of the mountains at a great speed. It was blowing among all tall pine trees and deodar trees, which made the sound of bees and made a long sound. Once again, I have to give a brief explanation of the first paragraph. The wind blowing sound was compared with crying when it was blowing from the top of the Himalayan snows to foothills of the Himalayan snow. Second point, the wind was humming like the bees, which was blowing on the top hills of the mountain. Let us continue to learn the second paragraph. Listen. On Haunted Hill, there was little to stop the wind, only a few stunted trees and bushes, and the ruins of what had once been a small settlement. Second paragraph meaning there was a hill. There were ghosts and evil spirits frequently visited, so it was called Haunted Hill. Nothing should be stopped the wind on the haunted hills except for the growthless trees and bushes. Once upon a time, the people lived on the haunted hill. The people lived on the haunted hill. Nowadays, there were no people residing on the haunted hill. Nowadays, there were no people living on the haunted hill. The living places on the haunted hill were destroyed. Do you understand the second paragraph meaning, children? Let us continue. On the slopes of the next hill, there was a small village. People kept large stones on their tin roofs to prevent them from blowing away. There was nearly always a wind in these spots. Even on sunny days, doors and windows rattled, chimneys choked, clothes blew away. Meaning of the paragraph, children, listen. The haunted hills. Beside the haunted hill, there was a hill. In the next hill, there was a small village. On the haunted hill, nobody was there. Understand? Beside the haunted hill, there was a small village. Beside the haunted hill, there was a small village. Second point, people kept large stones on their tin roofs to prevent them from blowing away. Due to heavy speed of the wind, the people of the village placed the large stones on the tin roofs of their huts. The large stones stopped the tin roofs of their huts, swept away by the wind. Second point, almost the wind was blowing at a high speed. The wind was blowing there at a high speed. Second point. Third point, even on sunny days, doors and windows rattled, chimneys choked and clothes blew away. During the summer season, the doors and windows and chimneys of the huts were broken. The clothes were swept away by the wind. The chimneys were blocked due to the speed of the wind, due to the heavy speed of the wind. Do you all understand the third paragraph meaning, children? Let us go to learn the next paragraph. Three children stood beside a low stone wall, spreading clothes out to dry. On each garment they placed a rock. Even then, the clothes floated like flags and pennants. Meaning of the paragraph, listen, children. There was a small village close to the haunted hill. There were three children. There was a small village close to the haunted hill. There were three children. The three children were spreading their wet clothes out in the sun. They did not hang the clothes on the clothesline. Understand? After spreading their clothes out in the sun, After spreading their dry clothes out in the sun, the three children kept a rock. Kept a rock means kept a stone on the each clothes. But the clothes were moving. But the clothes were moving quickly like a flocks due to heavy speed of the wind. Due to blowing of the wind. Understand? Next paragraph. Listen carefully, children. Usha, dark haired and rose cheeked, struggled with her grandfather's long loose shirt. She was 11 or 12. Her brother Suresh was doing his best to hold down a bedsheet while Binia, a slightly older girl, Usha's friend and neighbor, was handing them the clothes one at a time. Meaning of the paragraph, children, listen. Usha had a dark hair. She had a rose cheek. Understand? Usha had a dark hair. She had a rose cheek. She was 11 or 12 years old girl. Usha was 11 or 12 years old girl. She had a lot of struggles with her grandfather's long loose shirt to dry out in the sun. Suresh was a younger brother of Usha. Binia was a friend and neighbor of Usha. Binia was older than Usha. She was older than Usha. Binia was older than Usha. By the means, she was slightly older than Usha. 4 or 5 months older than Usha. Binia was 4 or 5 months older than Usha. Suresh was trying to hold the bedsheet or blanket, while Binia was giving the clothes one by one to them. While Binia was giving the clothes one by one to him at a time. Understand, children? Let us continue to learn. Listen carefully. Once they were sure everything was on the wall, firmly held down by rocks. After spreading the clothes on the wall to dry out in the sun, they started chatting. Once again, they assured themselves or confirmed themselves that they placed the clothes on the rock. Understand, children? They climbed up on the flat stones and sat there for a while in the wind and the sun, staring across the fields at the ruins. On haunted hill. Listen, children. After spreading the clothes on the wall, they started chatting. Once again, they confirmed themselves that they placed the clothes on the rock. Understand? If they did not if they did not keep the stone on each clothes, definitely they would be swept away by the wind. So they confirmed themselves. They placed the clothes on the rock. Then they were climbing on the flat stones to sit for a moment in the wind and sun. Understand? While they were sitting on the flat stone in the wind and sun, they looked at the destroyed haunted hill without blinking their eyes across the fields. Next one, listen. Do you understand this paragraph? Next one. I must go to the bazaar today, said Usha. Usha told that she had to go to the bazaar that day. Understand? I wish I could come too, said Binia, but I have to help with the house and the housework. Mother isn't well. Yeah, listen, children. Let us learn Binia's reply. Binia wished to go to the bazaar with Usha, but she didn't because her mother was not feeling well. She had a responsibility to help the cows, means she looked after the cows. Looked after means she wanted to feed the cows, and also she wanted to do the household works because her mother was not feeling well. Next, let us learn, children. Let us learn Suresh reply. I can come said Suresh. He was always ready to visit the bazaar, which was 3 miles away on other side of the haunted hill. Listen, let us learn. Suresh reply. Suresh asked her sister Usha if he could come with her with great excitement because he was too interested to visit the bazaar. He was always willing to visit the bazaar. The bazaar was located 3 miles away from the village. Especially the bazaar was located on the other side of the haunted hill. Understand, children? Next one. No, you can't, said Usha. You must help grandfather chop wood. Usha refused to take him to the bazaar. She asked Suresh, or she asked her brother Suresh to help their grandfather for cutting the wood. Chop means cut. And next one. Their father was in the army, posted in a distant part of the country, and Suresh and his grandfather were the only men in the house. Suresh was 8, chubby and almond-eyed. Listen, their father was in the army. Suresh and Suresh's grandfather were in the many at home. Understand? Suresh and Usha's fathers worked in the army. His working station was far away from their village. There were 2 men in the house. Usha's grandfathers and Usha's brother Suresh. Suresh was 8 years old boy. He was a chubby boy. His eyes looked like a almond seed. His eyes were beautiful. Understand, children? His eyes were beautiful. Whose eyes were beautiful? Suresh's eyes were beautiful. His eyes were compared with the almond seed. Listen. Once again, I have to give a brief explanation up to top. Usha said that she had to go to the bazaar that day. Binia couldn't go with her as she had to help with the cows and household works. Suresh had to help his grandfather for chopping the wood. So Usha decided to go alone. Listen carefully, children. Next one. Won't you be afraid to come back alone? He asked. Suresh asked her sister Usha if she wouldn't be afraid to return home all alone. Why should I be afraid? She asked him why she would be afraid of coming back all alone at home. There are ghosts on the hill. On the hill means on the haunted hill. Because there were many ghosts on the haunted hill. I know, but I will be back before it gets dark. Ghosts don't appear during the day. Usha's reply. She knew herself well that she would come back before the night had fallen. Or she should come back home before the darkness grew. She confirmed that the ghosts were not visible to her eyes during the day. Are there many ghosts in the ruins? Asked Binia. Binia asked them if there were many ghosts in the ruins on the haunted hill. Listen. Now Suresh reply. Grandfather says so. He says that many years ago, over 100 years ago, English people lived on the hill. But it was a bad spot, always getting struck by lightning, and they had to move to the next range and build another place. Listen carefully, children. Finally, Usha said that she was not afraid of the ghosts, even though she had heard about the destroyed houses on the haunted hill. Ruined house means destroyed houses. Suresh had given a beautiful explanation about the haunted hill. Listen carefully, children. His grandfather had said that many years ago, 100 years ago, English people lived on the haunted hill. It was one of the dangerous place. It was one of the dangerous place because the people of the hill all were affected by the people of the hill were affected by the lightning during the terrible storm or violent storm. So they decided to shift their residency to other hills. They built their house on the other hills. Understand, children? And the next one. But if they went away, why should there be any ghosts? Understand? She was curious to ask if they shifted their residency from the hill, but why the ghosts should be there? It was the right question. No, children. Nobody was there. Nobody was on the hill. Nobody was on the hill. So she asked. Binia was curious to ask. Nobody was on the hill. Nobody was on the hill. But why? But why the ghosts and evil spirits should be there? Should be there. And the next one, listen. Because grandfather says during a terrible storm, one of the houses was hit by lightning and everyone in it was killed. Everyone, including the children. Everyone, including the children. Were there many children? Listen carefully, children. His grandfather told that the entire English family was killed by the lightning during the violent storm. Every one of the family members was killed by the lightning at the time of the violent storm. Everyone in the family was killed, including the children. Along with the children, everybody was killed by the violent storm, which was told by Suresh grandfather. Understand, children? And the next one. Were there many children? Yeah. She was worried to ask. Who was worried? On hearing the information, Binia worried lot. Binia worried to ask if there were many children. Listen, there were two of them, a brother and sister. Grandfather says he has seen them many times when he has passed through the ruins late at night. He has seen them playing in the moonlight. Yeah, it's too afraid to learn, children. Listen, his grandfather told that there were two children. There were brothers and a sister. They were brothers and sister. His grandfather had seen them many nights when he walked through the ruined house on the haunted hill. They were playing in the late night. They were playing in the moonlight late night. Understand, children? Who were playing? The ghosts. Who had seen? His grandfather. Understand? On seeing the ghosts playing, if his grandfather was afraid, wasn't he frightened? Understand? Binia asked them. Understand? She was too interested to ask them. Understand? On seeing the ghosts playing in the moonlight late at night when he was walking on the haunted hill, if his grandfather was afraid. Understand, children? No, old people don't mind seeing ghosts. He assured that his grandfather did not get fear of seeing the ghosts on the haunted hill when they were playing in the moonlight late at night. Understand, children? Let us continue to learn the next page, next paragraph. Listen carefully up to third. Do you all understand, children? You are asked to answer to the 10 questions in the Teachment app. So you should listen to the class carefully, dears. Continue. Usha set out on her walk to the bazaar at 2 in the afternoon. It was about an hour's walk. She went through the fields, now turning yellow with flowering mustard, then along the saddle of the hill and up to the ruins. Let us learn the meaning of the paragraph. Listen carefully, children. Usha went to the bazaar in the afternoon all alone. When she was going towards the bazaar, she did not have any companion. She started walking towards she started walking towards the bazaar around 2 o'clock. Understand? She started walking around 2 o'clock towards the bazaar without anyone else, without any companion. And the next one, she went through the fields, now turning yellow with flowering mustard, then along the saddle of the hill and up to the ruins. What is the meaning, children? Listen carefully. She wanted to walk about an horse. She went throughout the mustard fields. In the mustard fields, the flowers were blooming yellow in color. The green mustard fields become yellow. She wanted to walk through the saddled and haunted hills. Haunted hills. How long did she spend the time to walk to reach the bazaar, children? About an hour. About 1 hour. Understand? 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 1 hour 15 minutes, something else. Understand, children? And the next one, the path went straight through the ruins. Usha knew it well. She had often taken it while going to the bazaar to do the weekly shopping or to see her aunt who lived in the town. Usha knew the way of going to bazaar well. The path went straight through the ruins. Yeah, ruins means a ruined building. Usha knew the way of going to bazaar well. Understand? She had often go to the bazaar for weekly shopping, and also she used to visit her aunt in the town. She knew the path of the bazaar that straight through the ruin of the haunted hill. Understand, children? And the next one, listen carefully. Wild flowers grew in the crumbling walls. A wild plum tree grew straight out of the floor of what had once been a large hall. Its soft white blossoms had begun to fall. Lizards scuttled over the stones, while a whistling thrush, its deep purple plumage glistening in the soft sunshine, sat in an empty window and sang its heart out. Listen, point wise, let us learn the meaning, children. This paragraph, on the way towards the haunted hill. Understand, children? On the way towards the haunted hill. During the weekly visit, she happened to notice on the way towards the haunted hill. She noticed the wild flowers were growing in the destroyed building. Understand? Nobody was there. In the hall of the destroyed building, there was a plum tree. There were the white flowers in the plum tree. Understand? It started shedding their white soft flowers. And also she happened to notice the lizards on the haunted hill. They were running with the short, quick steps. Understand? Why? Whistling thrush was a small singing bird. And also she happened to listen to the whistling thrush birds songs. Understand? Whistling thrush was a small singing bird. The bird's feather color was purple, which was glittering or which was shining in the sunlight, which was shining brightly in the sunlight, soft sunshine. Understand? And the next one, the bird was sitting on the ruined house of the window. Who was sitting on the ruined house of the window? Understand? Whistling thrush bird was a small bird was sitting on the ruined house, a destroyed house of the window to sing a song heartily, which was listened by Usha. Usha sang to herself as she tripped lightly along the path. Soon she had left the ruins behind. The path dipped steeply down to the valley and the little town with its straggling bazaar. Listen, children. While walking along the path of the haunted hill, she was singing herself. She had a great difficulty of walking along the path of the ruined area. She crossed the haunted hill. The path was too steep down to the valley. The path was too steep down to the valley, and the path was spread. The way was spreading out in the different direction of the bazaar in the little town. In the little town. Understand, children? Let's just continue to learn. Straggling meaning of the words is in the glossary. Refer straggling meaning spreading out in different directions. And the next point, listen carefully, children. Usha took her time in the bazaar. She bought soap and matches, spices and sugar. None of these things could be had in the village, where there was no shop, and a new pipe stem for her grandfather's hookah, and an exercise book for Suresh to do his sums in. As an afterthought, she bought him some marbles. Then she went to a mochi shop to have her mother's slippers repaired. The mochi was busy, so she left the slippers with him and said she would be back in an half an hour. Let us learn the theme of the paragraph. Listen carefully, children. It is too easy to understand. She spent some time in the bazaar for buying the things like soap, matches, spices, and new pipe stem for her grandfather's hookah. She also bought the exercise book for doing some, and also she bought the exercise book for Suresh for doing some, and after thinking deeply later, understand, some marbles for Suresh. She bought some marbles for Suresh because no shops were in the village, so she bought those things in the bazaar. Understand, children? After buying those things, she visited the mochi shop cobbler. Understand? She wanted to repair her mother's slipper. Cobbler shop. She wanted to repair her mother's slipper. Mochi was too busy to repair the slippers, so she asked him to repair her mother's slippers, and then she would come back for an half an hour. Within half an hour, she would come back within half an hour. Understand, children? Let us continue to learn. Listen carefully, dears. She had 2 rupees of her own saved up, and she used the money to buy herself a necklace of amber colored beads for an old Tibetan lady who sold charms and trinkets from a tiny shop at the end of the bazaar. Understand? By using her saving, she bought the necklace. She had a great interest to buy the necklace. She bought the necklace of amber color beads from a Tibetan lady. Understand? The Tibetan lady shop was a tiny shop which was located at the end of the bazaar. Who was willing to buy the necklace? Usha was willing to buy the necklace. How much did she spend the money to buy the necklace, children? 2 rupees. Understand? She used her savings to buy the necklace for her from the Tibetan lady shop. Understand? Tibetan lady shop which was located at the end of the bazaar. Let us continue to learn. Usha met her aunt Lakshmi, who took her home for tea. Understand? On buying the necklace from the Tibetan lady shop at the end of the bazaar, she happened to meet her auntie Lakshmi. Listen, in the last shop of bazaar, she happened to meet her aunt Lakshmi. Understand? And the next one, she had taken her for having tea. Taken her home for having tea. Listen, Usha spent an hour, or before we should use the preposition and. Usha spent an hour at Lakshmi's little flat above the shops, listening to her aunt to talk about the ache in her left shoulder and the stiffness in her joints. She drank 2 cups of sweet hot tea, and when she looked out of the window, she saw that dark clouds had gathered over the mountains. Dark clouds had gathered over the mountains. Understand, children? Listen. Usha had been taken by her aunt Lakshmi to her home for having tea. Understand? She spent an hour in her aunt Lakshmi's flat apartment, and also she listened to her aunt's health issue. Yeah, her auntie had a left shoulder. He had a pain in her left shoulder, and also she had a stiffness in her bones, joint of the bones, in her joints. Usha had a two cup of sweet hot tea at her aunt's home. After drinking tea, she had seen the dark clouds gathering over the mountains through the window. Usha. Next, on seeing the dark clouds gathering over the mountains, what did Usha do? Did she stay at auntie's home, auntie's apartment, or she left for home? Let us learn. Listen carefully, children. Usha ran to the cobbler's and collected her mother's slippers. The shopping bag was full. She slung it over her shoulder and set out for the village. Understand? She ran towards the cobbler house of her cobbler shop. Understand? Cobbler shop of her collecting mother's slipper. Do you remember, children? She gave her mother's slippers for repairing before going to have two nice cup of tea at here, two nice or sweet hot tea at her aunt's home, And the next one, she gave her mother's slippers for repairing. Her shopping bag was full. She carried the bag full of things over her shoulder. She started a journey towards the village. She shouldered her shopping bags and started her journey towards her village. Do you all understand the concept of the first section? How many characters were there in the first section? First character, Usha. Second, Suresh, Binya, and grandfathers, Usha's grandfathers, Usha's and Suresh grandfathers. And the next one, Lakshmi. Lakshmi was the auntie of Suresh and Usha. Understand, children? Let us continue to learn the second section. Before learning the second section, let us learn the meaning of the words in the second section. Listen carefully, children.
Before moving on to learn the section 2 story, let us learn the section 1 glossary, children. Many words are given. Mourned, make a long low sound. Hunted, possessed. And in the beginning of the class, I told you what is meant by haunted hill. Frequently visited by ghosts and evil spirit in this hill. So the hill is called known as haunted hill. Ruins, decayed, collapsed building or place, or destroyed building. Terrible, fearful, afraid, frightened. Understand? Saddle, low point on a ridge between two summits. Crumbling, breaking apart into small pieces. Scooter, ran with short quick steps. In this, scooter word is used for lizard's movement. Understand, children? Whistling thrush, a small singing bird. Straggling, spreading out in different directions. And before moving to learn the section 2 concept of the story, let us learn the meaning of the words. Listen carefully, children. Such a words meanings do not mention in your glossary. That is the reason I should give a more importance to write the meaning of the words in the section 2. Without fail, you should note down the meaning of the words in your textbook itself, children. First word, strangely, surprisingly, dropped, stopped, still, motionless, without any movement. Threatening, frightening, afraid, fear, echoed, resounded, hit, strike, space, spade, spellers, tightly packed balls, sprang, jumped, stingy, painful, swaying, moving, constant, continuous, snarl, growl, screech, leapt, jumped, stamped, kicked, venturing, Risking or daring, risking or daring, blasted, smashed, burst, explosion, figures, shakes, boomed, roared. Do you all understand, children? Once again, section 2, glossary. Understand? Once again, I have to explain the section 2 glossary. Forbidding, unfriendly or frightening. Forbidding, unfriendly or frightening. Almost fear meaning. Understand? Foliage threshing, hitting leaves and branches. Flicker, shine. Startled, frightened. Remnant. What was left? What was left? Crouching, bending down. Crouching, bending down. Ground and clattered, banged together and made a loud noise. Made a loud noise. Banged together and made a loud noise. Puddle, pool of water. It's a stream. Understand? Blotted out. Hid. Strike, line. Scissor. Hissed like something hot on a frying pan. Understand, children? Let us continue to learn the Unit 2. Unit 2, the wind on, Unit 2 prose, the wind on haunted hill, section 2, concept of the story. Listen carefully, children. Without fail, you should write down the meaning of the words in your textbook. Understand? I urge you to do this one. Listen.
Section 2. Take turns and read this section aloud. Children, you are asked to read this section loudly, dears. Strangely, the wind had dropped. The trees were still, not a leaf moved. The crickets were silent in the grass. The crows flew around in a circle, then settled down for the night in an oak tree. Soon it began to grow dark. Usha happened to see the strange atmosphere. After collecting the slippers from the mochi shop or cobbler's shop, Usha happened to see the strange atmosphere. There was no wind blowing. Due to the dropping of wind, there was no movement of the leaves. The leaves of the tree did not move. The cricket means the name of the game, children. No, it's one kind of insects. Oh, no. The crickets were silently sitting on the grass. It was late evening, so all the crows of the mountains were circling around an oak tree for staying there. The crows were flying around an oak tree for staying night. Second paragraph, which was noticed by Usha when he was going towards his home after buying the things in the bazaar. Understand, children? I must get. Whom does I refer? I refers to Usha. I must get home before dark, said Usha to herself as she hurried along the path, but already the sky was darkening. The clouds black and threatening. Looked over haunted hill. This was March, the month for storms. Usha thought to herself she had to go to home fast, before the darkness grew, before the night had fallen. So she walked at great speed. She walked rapidly towards home. Before the sky was darkening, she looked at the top of the haunted hill, which was covered with darkened clouds. It was a month of March. It was a right storming season. Understand, children? Let us continue to learn. A deep rumble echoed over the hills, and Usha felt the first heavy drop of rain hit her cheek. Usha happened to hear the rumbling sound of the thunder. She felt herself that a heavy drop of rain had dropped at her cheek. She realized herself that it started raining. It started raining. Let us continue to learn. Listen carefully, children. She had no umbrella with her. The weather had seemed so fine just a few hours ago. Now all she could do was tie an old scarf over her head and pull her shawl tight across her shoulders, holding the shopping bag close to her body. She quickened her pace. She was almost running, but the raindrops were coming down faster now. Big, heavy pellets of rain. Let us learn the meaning of the words, children. It started raining, but Usha did not have an umbrella. She had no umbrella. A few hours ago, the weather was fine. When she was at aunt home to have a too nice cup of tea, no sweet tea, no, the weather was pleasant. She did not have umbrella. She did not have an umbrella, so she tied a scarf over her head. She covered her head with the scarf. She had to tie her shawl across the shoulders. Understand? She was holding her shopping bag close to her body. Usha hugged her shopping bags. She hastened her steps towards home. Then she started running towards at home. First, initially she started walking fast. Understand? Then she started running towards the home. Listen, children. Why? But there was a heavy rain. Understand, children? Due to heavy rain, she started running towards home. The raindrops were coming down faster now. Then there was a heavy, tightly packed balls of rains. Heavy. Then first the raindrops coming down faster. The rain balls were compared with the packed balls. Understand, children? Understand? And the next one, listen carefully. Pellets of rain means packed balls, tightly packed balls. First the raindrops were coming down faster. Next there were a heavy, tightly packed balls of raindrops. Here the raindrops were compared with packed balls. It is almost like a ice kana. And the next one, a sudden flash of lightning lit up the hill. The ruins stood out in clear outline. Then all was dark again. Night had fallen. Usha happened to see the ruined house of the haunted hill. Destroyed house on the haunted hill outlined in the flash of lightning. Understand? On the flash of lightning, Usha happened to see the destroyed house on the haunted hill. When the lightning flashed, she could see the clear outline of the ruined house. The darkness grew there. Night had fallen. The darkness grew there. Night had fallen. Next paragraph. Listen. I won't get home before the storm breaks, thought Usha. I will have to shelter in the ruins. She could only see a few feet ahead, but she knew the path well and she began to run. Understand? There was raining. There was a heavy rain. Keep in the mind, children, even though she was 11 or 12 years old girl, how did go to home without anyone else? Listen carefully. She thought herself that she could not go to home before the storm. She wanted to stay in the ruined house on the haunted hill. Ruined house means destroyed house on the haunted hill. In the haunted hill there were many ghosts and evil spirits, Understand? She was familiar at the path of the way towards at home. So she hastened her steps and also she started running. And let us continue to learn the next paragraph. Suddenly the wind sprang up again and brought the rain with a rush against her face. It was cold, stinging rain. She could hardly keep her eyes open. Due to heavy rain, there was cold. Heavy wind was blowing against her face. As a result of blowing heavy rain and wind, she was unable to open her eyes. Understand, children? And the next one, the wind grew in force. It hummed and whistled. Usha did not have to fight against it. It refers to the wind. It was behind her now and helped her along up the steep path and onto the brow of the hill. Understand? The wind started blowing at a heavy speed. Due to rapid speed, the wind was humming and whistling. Due to rapid speed, the wind was rapid speed of blowing. The wind was humming and whistling. Understand, children? And the next one, listen carefully. There was another flash of lightning, followed by a peal of thunder. The ruins looked up before her, grim and forbidding. Listen carefully. The heavy blowing pushed her towards the top of the hill. The heavy blowing of the wind pushed her towards the top of the hill. She did not fight against the wind and rain. Who did not fight against the wind and rain? Usha. Understand, children? There was another flash of lightning, followed by a peal of thunder. Ruins looked up before her, grim and forbidding. Understand? She did not have fight against it. It was behind her now and helped her along up the steep path and on to the brow of the hill. By the means the heavy blowing wind pushed her towards the top of the hill. She did not fight against the wind and the rain. Due to flash of the lightning, she could see the ruined house on the haunted hill. The ruined house made her afraid. Understand, children? There was another flash of lightning, followed by a peal of thunder. The ruins looked up before her, grim and forbidding. By the means, due to the another flash of lightning, the first flash of lightning, she could see the outline of the ruined house on the haunted hill. Understand? Second time, another flash of lightning, she could see the ruined house on the haunted hill. The ruined house made her afraid. On seeing the ruined house on the haunted hill, she was afraid. She was afraid. Listen carefully, children. She knew there was a corner where a piece of old roof remained. It would give some shelter. It would be better than trying to go on in the dark, in the howling wind. She had only to stay off the path to go over a rocky cliff edge. She knew herself there was an old roof in the ruined house, destroyed house on the haunted hill. It would be a shelter place for her on the night. According to Usha, running towards home was better than staying at the ruined house. Understand? Because she was too difficult to walk on the rocks. During the storm. And also the wind was blowing. Understand? The howling of the wind tore her ears. She was unable to bear to hear the sound of the wind. So she decided to stay in the ruined house on the night. And the next one, howled the wind. She saw the wild plum tree swaying bent double, its foliage thrashing against the ground. The broken walls did little to stop the wind. Listen, children. Due to heavy blowing of wind, the wild plum tree was bending doubled, which was noticed by Usha. The branches of plum tree were too bent, and also which were doubled. The green leaves and branches of the plum tree were hitting hard due to heavy blowing of wind. The ruined building on the haunted hill did not stop the wind. Second paragraph, listen. Usha found her way into the ruined building, helped by her memory of the place and the constant flicker of lightning. She began moving along the wall, hoping to reach the sheltered corner. Finally, Usha found the way to the ruined building due to the continuous flashing of the lightning. She moved towards along the wall of the ruined building. She had a great confidence of reaching the roof of the ruined building. Understand? It was a sheltered corner. It was a sheltered place for her. Understand? She kept And next one, she placed her hands flat against the stones and moved sideways. Her hand touched something soft and furry. She gave a startled cry and took her hand away. Her cry was answered by another cry, half snarl, half screech, and something leaped away in the darkness. Leap past from leapt. And finally she found the way to the ruined building. Understand? She kept her while going towards the ruined building, she kept her hands on the flat stone. Understand? And she moved the sideways. When she felt herself, when she was keeping her hand on the flat stone, she felt herself that something touched soft and furry. On touching something on her hand, she was afraid of taking away her hand. She started crying, and as well as she was started crying, and also she happened to hear that there was an answer for her cry, which was heard by Usha. Understand, children? She heard the answer for her cry. Half snarling sound, half harsh sound jumped away from the darkness. Even though she was a 11 or 12 years old girl. Understand? There was a heavy rain. Understand? It was a haunted hill. She was too afraid of finding the place under the roof of the ruined building. Understand? Keep in the mind. Let us continue to learn, children. It was only a wild cat. Usha realized this when she heard it. The cat lived in the ruins, and she had often seen it, but for a moment she had been very frightened. Now she moved quickly along the wall until she heard the rain drumming on the remnant of the tin roof. Listen carefully, children. Usha saw the wild cat. Understand? It was living in the ruined building. She understood herself that she heard the sound of the wild cat while moving towards the roof, under the roof of the ruined building. Understand? She happened to see the wild cats frequently. She was afraid of hearing the sound of sound. She was afraid of hearing the sound of the cat. She moved towards the sound of the cat. For a moment she moved towards the tin roof in the ruined building. Understand? She moved towards the tin roof. Understand? And on falling of the raindrops, which made a drum sound, until hearing the drumming sound on the tin roof, she wanted to walk. Listen carefully, children. Let us continue to learn the next paragraph. Once under it, crouching in the corner, she found some shelter from the wind and the rain. Above her, the tin sheets groaned and clattered as if they would sail away at any moment, but they were held down by the solid branch of a straggling old oak tree. Listen carefully, children. She happened to find the shelter from the wind and the rain. Above the tin sheets there was a heavy sound. There was a strong branches of the oak tree in all the direction above the tin roof. Understand? And the next one, listen carefully. In the ruined building there was she believed herself there was a appropriate place for sheltering. It was appropriate place for sheltering. Listen. Usha remembered that across this empty room stood an old fireplace, and that there might be some shelter under the blocked up chimney. Perhaps it would be drier than it was in her corner, but she would not attempt to find it just now. She might lose her way altogether. Understand? Listen, children. She happened to find the shelter from the wind and the rain. In the ruined building there was a fireplace. On seeing the fireplace, she guessed herself that there might be a shelter under the blocked up chimney. Blocked up chimney. It was not in use. Blocked up chimney means it was not in use. It was called blocked chimney. Understand? The chimney was not in use, so it was called blocked chimney. Understand? There was a drier place in there was a drier place there was a drier place in the ruined building. It was in her corner. She did not have intention to find the drier place. Who did not have intention to find the drier place? She guessed herself there was a drier place, there was a blocked chimney. Understand? But she did not have an intention to find the drier place as understand for her shelter. Understand? Because she might forget to find her way to the home. Understand? Because she might forget to find her way to the home. Let us continue to learn, children. Her clothes were choked, and the water streamed down from the long black hair to form a puddle at her feet. She stamped her feet to keep them warm. She thought she heard a faint cry. Was it the cat again or an owl? But the sound of the storm blotted out all other sounds. Her clothes were wet. Usha's clothes were wet. There was a stream of water flowing down from her long black hair as a pool at her feet. She kept her feet to keep warm. She kept her feet to keep warm. She could not realize the sound of the cat. She could not realize herself the sound of the cat or an owl. Understand? She heard the blowing sound of the storm, blowing sound of the wind. She heard that blowing of storm was noisier than the sound of the cat and or an owl. Understand? Let us continue to learn. Listen carefully, children. There had been no time to think of ghosts, but now that she was in one place without any plans for venturing out again, she remembered grandfather's story about the lightning plastered ruins. She hoped and prayed that lightning would not strike her as she sheltered there. Understand? She did not have a time to think about the ghosts, even though she was staying in the ruined building on the haunted hill. She did not have no idea to move from the place. She stayed in the same place. She remembered her grandfather's story. Her grandfather told about the lightning story. Destroyed. Understand? Lightning story. The lightning destroyed the house on the haunted hill. She hoped and prayed that there was no lightning strike because she sheltered in the ruined building. Understand? Who prayed, children? Usha prayed. And next one, listen carefully, children. And thunder boomed over the hills, and the lightning came quicker now, only a few seconds between each burst of lightning. She heard the rumbling sound of the thunder above her head. Understand? She was unable to bear the sound of the thunder. Understand? In a few seconds few seconds difference, the fraction of seconds differences, there was a bright lightning. Understand, children? Due to the bigger flash of lightning, the entire ruined building was lighted up. Light past form lit also correct, lighted also correct. The entire ruined building was lighted up. Understand? Then there was a bigger flash than most, and for a second or two the entire ruin was lit up. A streak of blue sizzled along the floor of the building, in at one end and out at the other. Usha was staring straight ahead as the opposite wall was lit up. She saw crouching in the disused fireplace two small figures. They could only have been children. Understand? Due to the bigger flash of lightning, the entire ruined building was lighted up. There was there was a blue stripes of the lightning lit up on the floor of the building. Usha saw the two small figures bending themselves to sit under the disused fireplace. Disused means unused fireplace. She thought to herself that they were the small children. When the lightning of the bigger flash, she saw the two children were sitting under the disused fireplace. Understand, children? Let us continue to learn. The ghostly figures looked up, staring back at Usha, and then everything was dark again. Usha, in no time at all, there was darkness. Usha happened to see the ghostly figures in the ruined building. Understand, in no time at all, the place was filled with the darkness. The place was filled with the darkness. Not only the place was filled with the darkness, her mind was filled with the wholehearted affright. Not only the place was filled with the darkness, her mind also filled with the fear. Understand? Let us continue to learn the vocabulary part, children. Listen carefully, dears.
Today we are going to learn the vocabulary part, prefix and suffix, children. It is very easy Roman, children. We are going to frame the new word by adding the syllables at the beginning of the root word and end of the root word. What is meant by prefix? We are going to add the syllable at the beginning of the root word. It is called prefix to form a new word. We are going to add the syllable at the end of the root word to form a new word. It is called suffix. Understand, children? In the last class we learned 1 to 5. Today's class we are going to learn 6 to 10. Post. Understand? Post is the syllable. Post is the syllable. Post syllable. By adding the post syllable with another word to form a new word. Postpone, postpone, postgraduate. Graduate before we add the word post to form a new word. Postgraduate. And the next one, transport, transform, transcript. Understand? Next one, uneasy. Yeah, by adding the un syllable with the root word, it form a new word, and also these words are opposite to the root word. Understand? Unhappy, usual, unusual, able, unable. Isn't it, children? And the next one, encode, encourage, enjoy. Understand? And the next one, re is a syllable. The re syllable that is placed before the play. Replay, return. Understand? Replay, return, review. Understand? Do you all understand 6 to 10 prefix syllable? How to form the new word, how to add the prefix syllable to form a new word, children. You have to frame the new word by yourselves. Understand? Let us continue to learn the suffix. Listen, ry. By adding ry, legend, and we are adding ry to form a new word. Legendary, nurse, nursery, surgery. Understand? And the next one, white, cloudy, salty, tasty. Ness, darkness, kindness, fitness, happiness. Understand? Sadness. Many words are there. You should try to do this. Understand? By adding the syllable at the beginning of the root word and the end of the root word to form a new word to develop your vocabulary skills, children. It is very important. Understand? Meant, payment, adjustment, agreement. Payment, adjustment, agreement. Less, careless, fearless, endless. Less, careless, fearless, endless. It's a quite opposite, children. Careful, careless. Careless, opposite. Fear, I have fear. Fearless, I have fear. Understand? I don't have a fear instead of fearless. Understand? And the next one, endless. There is no end. Infinitive. Understand, children? So I believe everybody is able to understand how to write the prefix and the suffix. And also try to form the new words by your own selves. Thank you, children.